outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hey y'all, it's Hope and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the first day of Vlogmas. I've decided that I'm going to do it, or at least try to do it. So I will hopefully be posting every day of December leading up to Christmas, so December 1st through 24th. I can't promise I will post every single day, but I will do my best. Anyways, for the first video of Vlogmas, I'm doing a bullet journal with me. I didn't do one of these last month because honestly, I just didn't bullet journal last month, but I did come back to it this month and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Since December is kind of the Christmas season, my theme was red and green, like Christmas colors. I did kind of a plaid theme along with like a present theme, and I really love how it turned out. I think it's super cute and it's also really easy to follow along, so I hope y'all enjoy it. Also, I did use a few things from Crossfire, which again, I do have a discount code in the description, so I would definitely check that out. Anyways, let's just get started with the video. Starting off with supplies, I had a red and green mild liner, as well as a light green, dark green, and red pen from Papermate. I also used a gold paint pen from Crossfire. Next, I used just a pencil, as always, as well as some whiteout, which again, as always. And I also had some red and green tape and some gold sparkly tape from Crossfire. Like I said earlier, I went with a plaid and present theme. So for the cover spread, I just stuck with a plaid. So I started off by measuring out kind of where I wanted to space everything, but I did already know what the plaid pattern I wanted to do was, and I had that on the side kind of as a reference. So I just started off doing some green and red lines with my mild liners. And once I had done that, I used the 2 shades of green Papermate pens and added some extra lines, and then finally, once I had done that, I took the gold paint pen and added some lines on top of the red, and then finally I wrote December to the side. Next, I did my Bible verse spread, and I did this one pretty simply. I chose Luke 2:11, which is, "For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord." So for most of it, I just wrote in a normal font with the Papermate pens, and then for Savior, Christ, and Lord, I did that in the gold paint pen, and I did kind of some fancy lettering for that. And then once I was done with that, I just did some random doodling, so I did like a Christmas tree and some presents, and then finally I used the tape to add just a little bit extra. Next, I do my monthly overview page, and I know a lot of people that like to do this on 2 pages, but I always like to do it on just 1, so I'll turn my journal sideways so I can fit it, and the spacing I always do is 4x4, so I used my gold pen and I outlined all of that and fit in like all of the months. And then in the background, I didn't really want to do any doodling, so I decided to add another one of the plaid backgrounds the same way I did it earlier, but then just not filling it in where the actual calendar was. And then once I had done that, I added the days of the week, and then I used my mild liners and I added little circles, and then I wrote the dates on top of that in gold. Next, I did my activity log, and I wanted to keep this one pretty simple, so I wrote activity log in cursive in the corner with my green mild liner. Then I wrote out all of the days of the month in my light green, dark green, and red Papermate pens. And then finally, I just added a little gold border with my gold paint pen, and even though it was really simple, I think it turned out really cute. I also decided to keep my gratitude log pretty simple, so I split the page in 2, and I used my green and red mild liners to make little circles, which were 2x2 dot grid spaces big. And then once I had done that, I used the gold paint pen to write out all of the days of the month, and at the top I wrote gratitude log, and then I drew some little present doodles. I decided to make the boxes of my habit tracker into little presents this month. So first I used my pencil to make sure I got the spacing right. The boxes were all 7 by 7. They were 7 across, so I could fit all the days of the week, and then they were 7 down, so I'd have 2 rows to write the habits and then the other 5 rows for the month. Then I used my gold paint pen to make all the little boxes, and then once I had done that, I wrote the habits in there, and then I drew some little bows on top with my mild liners. The habits I decided to track this month are pray, take my medicines, wear my rubber bands and my braces, do my Duolingo lessons, journal, stretch, edit, read, and read my Bible. Finally, at the top, I just wrote habits really big with the red and green mild liners. I've never actually shown y'all how I set up my weekly spreads, so I wanted to do that in today's video, and I do this pretty much the same for every month. I really like this layout. As you can see, I'm referencing back to another month a lot. So basically, I will do 8 by 11 little boxes, and on full 7-day weeks, I will do 1 in the top right corner, then 3 in the next row, and 3 in the next row, but since this month starts on a Wednesday, I only did 1 in the right middle, and then I did 3 on the bottom row. But once I did that, I used my mild liners to add a little header to the top, and that is where I wrote the day and the dates. And in those boxes, I wrote on one side events and then on the other side to do, so that's how I can kind of plan out my days. And then finally, I wrote week 1 at the top, which I'll always do, but obviously different for each week. And then since there was some extra space, I decided to fill that with some doodles, so I drew some gifts, which I think turned out really cute. Anyways, that is the end of the video, and I really hope you liked how it turned out. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like it, then subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!